afternoon. We're now leaving St Paul's, just going to check out Bank Station to see what has changed since the Moorgate to Kennington closure on the Northern Line started back in January. It was on the maps, the Elizabeth line has now replaced TfL rail. Excuse me, please. Sorry. Time to see what has changed.
You're right down the side of the road, it's all got very more space. Train journey to the bar, mind the doors, mind the doors, mind the doors, mind the doors.
The joys of the Central line and its crowded trains.
Those doors.
Multiverse of Madness is now out, and I can't wait to see it on Sunday. Oh wait, the next train is already here. There it is in the tunnel. Must be waiting for this train to leave. This train is bound for Loughton. Actually, it's here. Certain areas have closed off, have been closed off. Actually, it's a West Right. Not.
That's not true. Next westbound centralised service to Ealing Broadway. Ealing Broadway now approaching. Please stand by there on the platform edge.
Yeah, this area has been closed off.
Kennington and Moorgate. Goods that place on other London Underground, CLR, London Overground and TfL Rail.
Not to mention the trams too. Thankfully the staircase is here. And they're probably adding lifts to the Central Line platforms as well. It could just be the Northern Line platforms if they're not adding anything new to the Central, Circle, District and Waterloo and City lines and DLR platforms. Yep, your only way to Monument Station would be using the DLR platforms. but I'd have to do the DLR another time. And I'll definitely sit at the front of the DLR if I can sit at the top of the double-deck buses, such as the 390. When I looked at the lifts here back in January, they were here, but now they are closed off, apparently. Actually, they're still here, thankfully. Thankfully, these lifts are still here, and have been ever since the closure started in January. Now to make our way to the DLR platforms. The lift to the DLR platforms is not in service due to a fault. DLR platforms depart platform 9. Walk along platform 10 to the Circle and District lines. Circle and District lines is here. Okay. This platform is for terminating DLR trains. Sit at the front, thankfully. They're no longer closed off. And there's one of the better trains over there on platform 9 about to form a Lewisham or Woolwich Arsenal service. Now to look at the Circle and District line platforms to see what has changed. I mean, to see what else has changed.
From the control room at Bank Monument, the Northern Line is partially closed between Kennington and Moorgate. Good service on other London Underground, TLR, London Overground and TFL Rail.
I'm definitely doing the DLR again. And probably most bus journeys across London. This is the walkway between the DLR and the Circle and District lines. Next Wednesday is going to be good. Wednesday, 11th of May. Travelling with LNER to Leeds again. Both trains will be on Interstate 225. Northbound train to Leeds will be in first class. Because when I did go to Leeds in first class, I had a pain au chocolat rather than a or sourdough, or this sourdough thing with avocado and a poached egg. Sorry. Another escalator. A staircase for a future video, I suppose. Or multiple staircases here at Bank. And there's signs to the Waterloo and City and the DLR services. Nothing here. I only have a little shop over here. Over there are the Circle and District lines, District line platforms. We are now on the westbound platform, and the walkway via the Northern Line platforms between Bank and Monument is closed off.
Customer service update from the control room at Bank Monument. The Northern Line is partially closed between Kennington and Moorgate. Good service on other London Underground lines, DLR, London Overground and TfL Rail.
Or should I say walkways, as there's more than one. Circle on via Victoria.
Mind the gap, please.
Unfortunately, fortunately or unfortunately, my LNER train to Leeds 2 weeks ago wasn't as packed as I was expecting it to be. Yep, these walkways are closed off. Now time to make my way to the I have to make my way to the Waterloo and City line platforms. Next week I plan on doing journeys on the Southern and South Western Railway Class 455 because they're being retired. Make way for the Class 701. South Western Railway will send its Class 707 fleet to South Eastern, which will replace the Class 376. And the Class 376 will end up going to Southern, replacing the Class 455. And I've already done the Class 455 before. Just haven't done a journey on it. I could do Waterloo to Hampton Court or Chedington South, Hounslow or Strawberry Hill. Central line via DLR platforms. I also plan on doing Southern, Victoria or London Bridge to Epsom Downs, Sutton, Beckenham Junction, Caterham or Tatton Corner or West Croydon. Just a random southern route within South London out of London Bridge or Victoria. Thank you signs for the Central line via DLR platforms. In fact, it's actually the Central and Waterloo and City lines via DLR platforms. lots of things happened. Apparently Elon Musk is buying Twitter. Actually, he is. Maybe he could buy every single train operating company in the UK. If Elon Musk did buy train companies in the UK, he would probably stop the Intercity 225 train sets from being scrapped and send them off to Avanti West Coast for peak time services. For services London Euston to Blackpool North, Liverpool Lime Street, Manchester Piccadilly, Birmingham New Street and Glasgow Central and Edinburgh, avoiding Birmingham. If Avanti West Coast was to use Intercity 225s, they would also operate from Birmingham New Street to Glasgow Central and maybe use some IET Azuma style trains on services from London to Shrewsbury, Holyhead, Chester and also Blackpool North and Edinburgh via Birmingham New Street, dividing and attaching at Preston, one portion to Edinburgh and the other to Blackpool North. There goes one of the old trains. Sorry. Alighting only, all trains depart from platform 9. I also plan on doing Great Northern Moorgate to Waterloo and City. And also the next train in platform. This train terminates here. One of the better trains is here. Or not. Sometimes a driver may be required to use the front end. Waterloo and City line, this way. Not this way, unfortunately. Follow the signs to the Waterloo and City line and we'll be there eventually. It's now 5 p.m. Oh yeah, when the Elizabeth line opens on 24th of May, I'll definitely do that. Abbey Wood.
Service update from the control Control Room and Bank Monument Northern Line is partially closed between Kennington and Moorgate. Good service on London Underground, CLR London Underground and TFLA.
I'll do Abbey Wood and Shenfield to Heathrow Airport and Reading. Maybe using my GoPro to film the journey from all the way to Heathrow Airport from Shenfield or Abbey Wood. Before using my phone to record the planes. If I do Heathrow Airport on the Elizabeth line when it opens and the airport's on easterly operations, I'll take the Piccadilly line to Hatton Cross and watch a couple of planes from there. If on westerly operations, I'll stay at the Terminal 5 car park. And I can use them contactless on all of the routes shown within the fare zone, with the exceptions South Eastern High Speed, Emirates Airline cable car, and Heathrow Express between Heathrow Airport and London Paddington. Only within the Heathrow terminals am I allowed to use the Heathrow Express. Because the door sounds on the Class 387, Class 379, and the Class 377, 6 and 7 subclass all have very satisfying door sounds. There goes the Waterloo and City line to Waterloo. Trains run every 5-10 minutes. They usually use one platform here at Bank during quiet times, but both platforms at busy times. It's TfL is just as packed as a cinema would be if a cinema for those watching the new Doctor Strange film. Next train will be here in 5-10 minutes approximately. As always, see you next time. This is the tour of a Bank station in May 2022.